Hello everybody, this is Mario back again with another Suits Devlog. Now, I'm going to try making one every week on a Tuesday, early in the morning, to show the progress we've made last week. So last week we didn't really get too much done in a sense, nothing really new other than the fact that we did change the entire layout of this first district. And it might be you might notice already with the road, wasn't like this before. So it's basically the same kind of layout where we have 4 squares. We do have the buildings here. So this is like a motel, for example. Obviously, because I zoomed in the cameras, it's a little hard to tell, but Will has a building that he's drawing out. Will be put in the game once it's done. All buildings are just going to be hand drawn. So, but using these walls to help out build the dimensions for each building. So, here's the bank and treasury, the new bank and treasury. Also, a new thing I've added is slope collision boxes. So you can see, you can't tell. I mean, but normally you would walk up here, and it would kind of just be square and you couldn't really walk diagonally like this. It just helps keep things nice and consistent, and we can use like angled pieces instead of using a bunch of squares like this. So nothing's new with the treasury. I think it's right where it's supposed to be. Treasury's here. One thing is with new angle slope, a little buggy still, but that will be ironed out. Forgot to put collision boxes here, but that's because I think we're still changing this. So yeah, treasury's all good. Same thing, so is the bank. Bank's getting a major overhaul as well. Be much bigger than this. This is like pathetic. So I'm really, that's what I'm going to try getting done today, putting the bank together. Now, some important stuff about Technomancy Studios, I think I have to say, which is a bit sad news. We are shutting down Technomancy Studios, but we do have a sequel coming called Technomancy 2DOs. Yes, it's like studios with just 2 DOs. That was a joke, by the way, but a little bit of an inside joke. Anyway, there's supposed to be a guy here, but I think I turned off. Let me see. Oh yeah, I turned off the instances. Let me make it's a little mistake on my part. So some new things I've added since the last week. So we already had a save system, and I already thought ahead of time making it so you could do multiple saves. I think that's really important for a game like Suits, because a lot of times when you watch people play RPGs, yeah, there he is, you'll see that they have like multiple saves, just in case. So I have, as of now, like 3 current save slots. I could probably add 5. I think I might just do that. But for now, I did 3. So, menu sounds. They made these sounds the other week as well, and yeah, I like them a lot. Everything here is still placeholder. I just draw rectangles and, obviously, but to have an idea and resolution so that when Will makes the assets, it'll be easy for him to do. So we have here save 1, save 2, save 3, and right now they only have a timestamp, not really a date. I could change for date, and I got a daytime. Another thing I'm planning on doing is probably adding what level your character is, how much money maybe, stuff like that. I might have to look at Suits 1 to see how RPG Maker did it again. It's been a while. But yeah, if I wanted to do this, save. Now, you can load. And we'll load here. See, now we're here. We're in this spot. And I'm going to load this one because now we're inside the stock exchange. So the stock exchange is one of my favorite places. A lot of NPCs running around. They don't really say anything because we haven't done anything other than F. But we have these little we have these columns here that show you the stock market, and these are just random. As of right now, we only have one like stock, so the balls stock, and we just have a random like points like, oh, it's down by this much. You know, I don't know how the stock works in real life, but I imagine it works the same like this. You look at a screen, it'll be like, it'll tell you a random thing. So every time you load in the room, that would also show in. So that's pretty much all we've got, I guess, so far for new stuff. I can talk about some new things that are coming up this week, which would be adding the quest to this area. So we only have one quest as of now, and that is just the main quest, which starts with this guy, which he should be moved up a bit more so you don't collide through him. And that whole quest is pretty much done, but there's still some placeholders, and you know, that's the only issue. Making all these buildings enterable. As of now, they're not. And I gotta figure out a way to make it so you can tell that a building's enterable, other than through a door. Like Suits 1, we had it so that you could press, you know, a button, or you could best use the interact key, whatever it was, space. See this blue square? This is the interactions trait. This is the interaction volume, and then you just do boom. And in Suits 1 fashion, in Suits 1 you would walk on here and it would just take you back, but I didn't really want to do that, so that's just something I have to figure out what we're going to do, because in the perspective that Suits is in, this is the only way you can tell that this is like an exit. I was thinking of having it so this here has like a bit of like a gradient that looks like a light coming out, but it all depends. I could just make it so that this is a, you know, set it as just one that you touch, you don't have to press any button, and that you just get taken to the next room. I got punching sound. And I can punch and yeah, they're just placeholder sounds. Anywho, that is all for the Suits 2 devlog. I know that this wasn't really much. There is going to be more next week, hopefully. And I hope you guys enjoy the little bit of this preview. And I know it's kind of disappointing. It's just like, oh, that's it. I mean, can't really see the whole room layout. Well, I could always show you the whole room layout in through this. Let me just hit. So it's a big map, and that's what we wanted to do, is to make everything big. So here's the scale of one character. Let me just hide instances because it's hard to see like the proper details. Yeah, so here we're gonna have a statue. Have some trees here. It's like a nice little thing. It makes this look a little bit more creative, I guess, rather than the basic 4 square district kind of thing. So yeah, here's a casino. It doesn't look like a casino, but it will soon. The casino is gonna be a big part of Suits 2. You could gamble. You can just gain money, lose money. I thought that would be the best idea. Every district's gonna have a casino. Kind of like a main centerpiece kind of thing. Not really like a main universal constant in the Suits universe. Suits too. Casinos are just, I want to have slots. I just want to have slot machines. I really enjoy games with slot machines. If you haven't played Caesar Palace, you should, because just put, gambling your money away is the fun part. So yeah, it's probably gonna be like the slot machines, really. I like the slot machines, and they're probably easy to make. Obviously, it's more like a last thing to do on the list, kind of stuff like casinos. Once we get like money and more things done in Suits 2, that will be added next. These don't even have their doors on them. I should probably add them. Yeah. And so yeah, like I said, everything here is a placeholder. It's not going to be like this in the final, obviously. And yeah, so see you guys next week.